Hello everybody, and welcome to a new Let's Look At. Today we're going to be looking at Tenet, which is very straightforward in what it is and what it is not. What it is a shooter. I don't want to say a wave-style shooter. It is basically a wave-style shooter. You basically go around and, well, you shoot demonic entities that are trying to kill you. Presumably you are your mech, or you are a person inside of it. I don't know if they ever said. Excuse me. You do have other powers. I didn't know this for the longest time. I should have actually, read a little bit. But if you notice on the bottom right of your screen, you'll see space, Q, and E. I never really found a use for Q and E. One's a punch, one's a stomp. I assume they do a hell of a lot of damage because you got to be in melee range. I don't know that. I never actually successfully used it. Which just goes to show you, if you are determined, you can very well get through this with pretty much just your left click, which is your shoot. So yeah. I will say though, when I play this some more, I'll probably try and play with the abilities a little more, see what the developers wanted you to do with it. But it is neat that they gave you that. The whole premise is you survive the onslaught. You see the top of your screen, every time a new dot lights up, things get progressively worse. Different enemies come by, not just the standard run at you zombies, or hell entities, or the ones that blow up. Excuse me, eventually they'll put traps on the floor. The ones that are on fire will be crawling. If you step on them, I think they explode. The things flying will shoot down fireballs on you that explode, as opposed to just kind of flying around and maybe occasionally trying to do that. They become a lot more aggressive in the later rounds. And it's, as you see, the worm there can be killed. I think you just gotta know how to do it. I think you gotta take out the red glowy orbs on the side and then just shoot, man. I don't know, I only managed to kill one of them, and I wasn't really paying that close of attention to what I was doing to kill it. I just know it went away, and I think it died. But yeah, when your health gets low, your screen will pull one of these, I don't want to say Call of Duty-like screens, because it's not really, because there's not a bunch of, jelly on your screen. But your screen does go dark, and that was right there as an example of, if you step on something, it'll explode if you step on the wrong thing. But yeah, it does get a little annoying. By the way, you might have noticed on the outsides of the battle arena, there's like a line. Maybe you see occasionally when I'm just going in a circle. Okay, that's all I'm doing. There's a big circle on the outside. You want to stay inside that circle, because if you go outside that circle, one, I think you might die eventually. Two, your view goes really bad. Like, you can't see jack at all. And overall, I think it even says, don't go outside the battle area. So I assume that's something really bad. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That happens to you. See, it dies. I think that's dead there. Now, the luminous rune you see on your side of your screen, that will come into play later. This game does feature, that red line on your left is the limit of the battle area. I think I could go outside here in a minute here. But, yeah. When it goes to the top, you get to fight the boss, which is a giant flying demon, presumably Beelzebub, Lucifer, I don't know, maybe it's just some named demon that I'm not aware of, because I don't study demonology, I don't know. Of course, this is I would assume this is the boss of the alpha build. I can't imagine there's much more, if anything, after this. As you can see, he doesn't have that much health. The problem with it is, I was going outside, you see my view went all janky? Yeah, you don't want to be out there. And, problem is, if you get there with not very many lives left, I had one by this time, as you saw. One screw-up, and I mean one screw-up, I think you can see my health at the bottom left is one. I have one health left. Boom! I got caught by a kamikaze. That's it. So it's not just straightforward, you have to dodge his attacks. You have to actually pay attention to what's going on around you. And you're probably supposed to use your abilities bit more. Like, maybe that stomp would have been an AoE around me and knocked everything back if I had fast enough reflexes. I don't know. But this is a very fun time killer if you like arcade shoot-em-ups, gore. I loved all that. I love this game. It's a little simple. I will say I wish they had more. Excuse me. I wish they had more, locales. I assume in the full game they'll have, like, more than a little circle. I would highly recommend to them they do. Now here's the customization process. You notice the green things at the top right? I don't know what those are. I'm going to call them souls. If you use 25 of them, you get a roll, a perk. which you can use to upgrade your abilities. And this is fairly common in games like this. You can get really good ones if you're lucky, but if you don't feel like doing that, well, we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, these, you can upgrade your mech so you have different advantages. I think the one thing said, you're probably not going to do very good your first time because you don't have any rune perks. I'm like, I don't need that, but I'll do it anyway. But yeah, this will help you in the subsequent runs, yeah, if you get enough green currency. Now, if you don't want, if you're like me and you didn't pay attention, you can use the green currency for something else. I think these are cosmetic. So you can spend the 150 on, you know, that or any one of these. I think it's any one of these. I think you got to buy them so you have enough currency. I don't know if these give bonuses. They might. I wouldn't think they would, but they might. So that's another thing for you to spend your money on. More replay value. It's, excuse me again, I am sorry. It's, yeah, it's a good excuse to just blow crap up if you like doing that. So that's about the size of this let's look at. And hopefully I shall see you next time. Farewell, everyone. Until then.